My name's Bob Wilson, and welcome to a very new and interesting program on cable, Once Hippies, Now Yuppies. And today we're talking with Phil Hafler of Greenfield, Wisconsin, who in the 1960s was involved in several hippie movements and actually considered himself a hippie, and now he's another one of the yuppies we have living here in the Greendale area. Phil, could you tell us exactly what was your involvement in the 60s with the hippie movement, and what exactly did you do to consider yourself a real hippie?
Well, I was involved in a number of anti-war protests when I attended school at UWM. A couple of times we trashed the corridors there, ran up and down the corridors throwing trash around, and disrupted a few classes to get more students involved in the student strike there.
Well, there you have it, the true confessions of Phil Hafler. To me, like you were a hippie from the 60s, and as obviously from what we can see here by looking at your foreign car, and you've shown me through your house, and most of the things in your house are either made in Japan or Taiwan or Hong Kong, and you are definitely another American ex-hippie, now yuppie, who will buy from anywhere except the USA. We will now be taking a ride in Phil's Yuppie-mobile while he tells us more about his current economic protest, which was carried over from the protests of the 60s. Phil's new luxury Yuppie-mobile is quite impressive. Phil is employed as a regional manager for the Perrier Water Company, an Arizona-based firm. Phil paid $24,680 cash for this foreign luxury sedan, a drop in the bucket for this ex-hippie, now yuppie. Phil, how does your protesting of the 60s compare with your new form of protesting of the 80s?
Well, at that time they were semi-violent. Now I've moved into a form of protest I'll call economic protest. I will not support the American government. I try to buy all of my household goods from different countries. I'll give you a few examples. This car, of course, is made in Japan. In my refrigerator, I have some beer that was made in Germany. I only eat Mexican food at the house. Our swimming pool is loaded with Perrier water. A Christmas tree is a Norwegian pine. And the ultimate would be my daughter, who was made in Korea.
Phil, I never realized it, but it seems yuppies are obsessed with buying foreign products.